Good morning, everyone, and welcome to DocTalk Live and to DocLands. I'm Ken Jacobson, one of the programmers here, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank our great sponsor, Make It Better Media Group. And I'm joined by my colleague.
Hi, I'm Michelle Svensson, one of the members of the programming team. Welcome. And we also have with us today filmmaker Asim Nadeem.
Thank you. I'm here with Crows Are White. It's a film about a filmmaker, myself, living a secret life for decades and going to a remote Japanese monastery seeking guidance. But the only monk willing to talk to me is a monk who prefers heavy metal and ice cream over meditation. It's a movie that explores love and faith from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the ice cream sundae.
It's, as you can tell, it's a very, very serious, sober film. No humor in it whatsoever, right, Asim?
Yeah.
So Crows Are White is playing this evening at 7 p.m., so definitely come to the festival and check that out. A couple of other highlights. We're really thrilled to be able to present the world premiere tonight of Living Wine, which is happening actually this afternoon at 3 p.m. Also, at 6:30 p.m. is the North American premiere of Everything Will Change, which is a really great sort of hybrid film. And then at 8, Scrap is a great film, and it's playing at 8 o'clock, and it's the U.S. premiere of Scrap. So lots going on here at DocLands. You definitely couldn't spend Mother's Day a better way than coming out to the theater with Mom.
So, speaking of Crows Are White tonight,
Yeah.
I am really excited for y'all to see this. It was a real joy and a surprise of a film for me to watch. I'm curious though, so what set you off on this adventure to Japan in the first place?
I was, at the time when I discovered the story of the monks, I was working as a freelance video journalist for New York Times. And when I first heard of them, the kind of story spoke to me because I also grew up in a very strict Muslim household, or strict Orthodox household. And I was curious, I had strayed away from my religious practice and rituals, and here was a community of monks that were continuing a tradition for over 1,000 years. One of the questions I was going there to ask was how are they able to adhere to a tradition when I can't even perform the most basic of prayers or rituals that is asked of me? And one of the most striking things about their religion is that they believe that they can reach enlightenment here on earth, whereas in most traditional religion, especially Islam, you can only reach enlightenment or go to heaven after you die. So they choose one monk every 20 years to embark on a pilgrimage where he has to walk a marathon nearly every night for 7 years. If he fails, he has to commit suicide, but if he succeeds, he becomes a living Buddha. So I was really fascinated by his journey and kind of trying to understand such a unique thing that he's doing in order to kind of glean from him what wisdom and knowledge he's going to obtain from this practice.
And then in the making of that, then it ended up becoming more of a reflection of yourself. What was that like, putting yourself on screen and sharing such an intimate part of your life that you have been keeping secret?
Yeah. Their monastery is so secretive, very few people even in Japan know about them. So going there, I had the idea I was going to kind of explore their secretive world, with the unintended consequence being that I end up exploring my own secrets. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It was initially a traumatic experience of realizing that in order to tell their story, I also had to tell mine, because I never set out to I had questions and I was at a crossroads at my life, but I certainly didn't think I would be one of the protagonists in the movie. And it was, in a way, a result of desperation. After filming them for several years and not getting anywhere, I realized I'm only scratching at the surface of their religious practice. And in order to kind of dig deeper, I have to kind of dig deeper into my journey. And there was a lot of serendipitous things that happened that kind of made me, that triggered a lot of self-reflection. Like some of their rituals and prayers kind of mirrored what was asked of me as a child. And then, the chance encounter with the rebellious monk. He was a wonderful mirror to my journey. And, I think his friendship and his unintended spiritual guidance, I realized it's really, the movie ends up becoming a film about our relationship and how we both help each other.
Were you inspired at all by any other films while you were making it? Because it's such a unique film and you go on this just very quixotic journey. I wondered if there were any other films that this was like or that you thought about while you were making it.
I think that was the greatest challenge in making this movie. Myself and my co-writers, which is my wife and wonderful director, writer, Matt Mays. During the pandemic, we would just get on Skype, and a lot of the movie was edited, the voiceover was done over Skype. There was not many movies that were like this, and that was the challenge. We didn't have a template to kind of use. I think the closest thing was, and I'm a huge fan of Ross McElwee, who did Sherman's March and Bright Leaves and Time Indefinite. I think he's one of the great American living writers, directors. So I watched that, and I think Roger and Me, strangely as well, Michael Moore's first movie, more for its energy and spirit. Yeah. I think, those were some of the influences.
Yeah. Well, I know we were completely blown away by the originality, the creativity, and I've been telling people all weekend, Crows Are White. That's my pick.
Thank you for your kind words.
So everybody, please join us today at the Rafael Film Center for the final in-person day of DocLands. And also don't forget to vote for Doc Pitch. The voting closes tonight at 11:59 p.m. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.